Dummy Switch Pod.
Yes, sir.
We're back. And we're back for the 50th time. It's episode number 50. Congratulations to us. Congratulations, Chris.
Yeah. I mean, congrats, coders, to you too, We're just expressing our opinions, our views, So here's to 50 more.
Yeah, here's to 50 more. Some dangerous opinions. And for our 50th episode, it's only fitting that the Sharks gave us something to talk about. They gave us a present. They gave us an announcement. Yeah. We're talking Eben Etzebeth returning to South Africa, joining the Rock Boys.
Yeah, he's joining the Rock Boys soon. They'll be unveiling him as well, as part of the Rock Nation Sports.
Is he gonna put the diamond up? Is he?
I'd love to see that. But I think this is a big, massive signing. I think if looking at the Sharks franchise and the history of the Sharks, I think this is a big signing for them. They're one of their biggest, and
it's bigger than Kolisi.
Yeah, it's bigger than the Kolisi signing because I think it's something that we spoke about the locking stocks at the Sharks. And to have such a massive figure in there, I think it's going to change their pack on another level.
It even solves blindside problems as well. Because Cabran probably can just move out. Sometimes there's a lot of signings that don't necessarily fix the problem. This is a signing that fixes the problem. That
does, yeah. And talking about Cabran, you mentioned that on the weekend that you thought you'd be playing more like a loose forward, and he was, But this Etzebeth signing, I think, as well, just for SA Rugby as a whole, because you've got a seasoned Springbok who's nearing his 100 caps, and he's going to be plying his trade locally. That can just only make our competition stronger locally, and probably give more incentive for guys to actually maybe stay. I think the Sharks have got a good model with the level of investment.
Stay and come back.
Yes, and not play for the Scotlands and whatever, and still really harbor that ambition of being a Springbok, because let's be honest, there's a lot of guys that are overseas there that, they could have if they hung in there, but this is big for SA Rugby, for the Sharks. I think it's a game changer for the Sharks. It's a game changer. I mean, I'm excited, because No, we coming with heat. We coming with heat. It's a bit there. No ways, man.
Yeah, and I think also, I think so as well. And I think also, they've had their problems with, I think, sort of switching off at times, having mental lapses, ill discipline. And I'm not talking about ill discipline in terms of like foul play. It's more the ill discipline in terms of laziness. And
focus.
If you have a guy like this there that's, demanding, general.
Yeah, it's relentless, So that's look, it's exciting, and look, looking at the Sharks and what they're trying to do, they want to be, the biggest rugby franchise in the world, and who wouldn't want to be a part of that, and they've got Etzebeth in there. Most likely, probably in a couple of seasons, you never know, they could get JJ Van der Mesh to come back as well, while he's growing up in France, because that's what he's doing, that side. He's growing up. We haven't forgotten about him. So just looking at the Sharks' broader picture, from a fan's perspective, in my view, you can just see what they're trying to do there, what they're trying to build. And yeah, man, I think we're going to see a very dominant sort of franchise in the next couple of seasons. We still keep our feet on the ground. We're happy, we're excited, we still stay humble, but we can't help but, see the invincible. Picture. Yeah, see the invincible, so yeah.
Yeah, if we have to talk about Stormers losing another one of their players to the Sharks, not directly this time, but I mean, on their radar, it seems like Blommetjies and Speckman. It looks like they'll be looking for accommodation there in Cape Town. Lut de Jager, it looks like there's also rumors of that. If we talk about the game they had with the Lions, I still maintain they were there for the taking. The Lions just didn't execute.
Yeah. Firstly, I don't know what they would be thinking trying to get Blommetjies and Speckman in there, because I kind of think that they do have the resources in the back line. I think maybe they should be looking at
Galant is on his way.
Oh yeah, true. He's out. But, Blommetjies, okay, he's got the experience, but, nonetheless, I'll leave that one. But the Lions had the chance early in the game when it was still sort of back and forth.
First half, it was tight. Stormers were having problems exiting. They were there for the taking. I maintain.
They didn't take. It was all about who wanted to take the game by the scruff of the neck. And, the Stormers, it was just one moment, and credit to them, because I think we mentioned it before about, the restarts from the 22 or the goal line restarts, in terms of, the teams just kicking it back and, wanting to see guys having a crack. And credit to Willemse, he had a crack, he set up a phase, and, ball goes out and Daimani has found a new lease of life on life, another former Lions boy, don't know why they let him go, but okay. And he punished them.
Yeah, he punished us, hit that gap. He had it all in that. He hit the gap, the step, the handoff.
And the pace.
And the pace.
Man.
Lions, again, there's nothing going on there. And then they bring on Moni van der Berg, increase tempo. But if you're increasing tempo of something that's ineffective, you're just going to be doing useless things faster. And that's exactly what happens. They increase the tempo, but there was nothing going on there. We'll talk about them later on Currie Cup as well, but my boys.
Yeah, but the thing I think that's frustrating about them is that some of the errors that they're making, it's skill execution errors, dropping the ball, inaccurate passing, and it's really just like, no, man, the Lions are better than this, they're way better than this, and I'm sorry, I just really feel that, they need a fresh voice at the top. They need a new guiding hand, and yeah, it's about time, honestly. Nothing against the coach, but it's just not working out,
It's not working out. It's not me, it's you. Or it's not you, it's me. I don't know which way we're going.
We don't know how it works, but
either way, but there must be a breakup, there must be a divorce. That's I also feel like, as much as they keep on saying, no, it's not the coaches, it's the players. Players must take responsibility. End of the day, some of those guys, they've had chances. They're not producing at this level. There must also be a consensus where it's just like, okay, we've given this guy enough chances. He's not developing. He's not taking them. So we need to bring in guys. We need to bring in someone that can do the job.
Yeah, and I mean, look, you understand coaches wanting to back guys and give them an opportunity, but in a results-based business, you can only give a guy.
You're at the Union 5 years, no tries. Come on,
no,
not naming names, but it's you can only go so long. I don't know. Some of these guys, they've got powerful agents getting those contracts renewed, but yeah.
So look, there's a lot that's going on in Johannesburg. So yeah, man.
Yeah, let's talk your team now. Down at Loftus. I'll be honest on this one. As soon as I saw that swinging arm 10 minutes staying off, I switched my TV off. I was wrong though, because it ended up being more competitive in the end.
Yeah. Look, number one, the Bulls were always the Bulls are always going to be the Bulls, you know, and they were bringing that physicality as they were. And, you know what, I think they'll be kicking themselves because early in the game, they had opportunities and they were getting go forward. I mean, the loose trio, I couldn't help, you know, like remember your sentiments when we, on our last episode, you know, that Bulls loose trio, you know, Dimana, you know, they were a handful, you know, gain line momentum. It was tough, you know, and then a silly moment by a veteran, you know. In terms of the rules now, you know, it's understandable, but yeah, geez, it's a tough one, you know. You know, down to the little the law, it's a red card, but the Sharks, yeah, I think they just have some issues there, I believe, you know, in terms of just getting the right guys on the park. You know, from my point of view, it just looks like they've got the guys. The individual talent is there, you know, and a lot of the times that's what's coming through, you know, those moments of individual brilliance, you know, but just in terms of the right personnel on the field at the right time, I don't think the coaches have quite got that right. And that's where they're struggling. And also from a defensive system, you know, I understand Warren Whiteley's looking after their defense, you know, and credit to him, you know, he's been at the Lions, he's done his time, you know, but I think, of course, if they've got a new guy doing defense, they're still adjusting to the system, which they need to do very quickly, you know, because they were giving away meters away to the Bulls. The Bulls could have, they could have won that game, you know, they really could have, if I'm being honest, you know, because I was tense watching that. It wasn't secure, you know, which was concerning for the Sharks because you're man up and, you know, but again, it's the Bulls at Loftus, you know, so yeah, the only thing that you can really single out, you know, is the delivery man, you know, Lucanio he delivers every day, you know, every game he's just that guy, you know, ding dong, there it is, you know, it's just, yeah, he's just class. I don't think it's been a long time in World Rugby where we've seen a center that's as impactful as him. Yeah. You know, show me around the world right now which center is as impactful as him, defensively and offensively.
He's that type of guy. If you guys aren't going to do it, then I'm going to do it.
Yeah. You know, he takes that initiative. So, yeah, man, I just think the Sharks, you know, I think the Etzebeth signing is going to boost the confidence and the, you know, but it's also going to lift the standard because I think that's what they need to do. They really need to lift the standard. The Bulls, on the other hand, credit to them because, you know, they made their adjustments. You know, that's what I was interested in the most, to be honest, out of this game, because, you know, when you a man down, you're thinking, okay, it could be a blowout easily, but it wasn't, you know, and
yeah, they
tactical adjustments.
Yeah, they fought. I mean, even if you look at the try where Henko Venter, he went over Madosh, I thought, okay, now these guys are going to crumble. But credit to Madosh, he even came back, had a strong game. The rest of them also, it's like they had that moment, but then they pulled themselves together and then they fought back.
Yeah. That's the quality of this Bulls team, you know, and I think that experience is starting to come through. To be honest, you know, for in the beginning with Marcel Coetzee, I was a bit like, you know, we haven't seen the real Marcel, you know, and he's shown himself, you know, and he's showing himself leadership is coming through. But guys like Ulrich Loh as well, but Ulrich Loh still makes some silly errors here and there, silly mistakes, discipline issues that he just needs to fix and stay focused. But all in all, you know, you have to give credit to the Bulls. Just for me, I was just the adjustment that they were able to make and the way that they adapted and hung in that game. You know, it was good to watch. It was good for them. You know, just unfortunate Grant Williams again.
That wasn't a red card. They just had to level things, but it wasn't a red card.
Yeah. But all in all, man, look.
Got the result. I mean, it's one of those where they had to.
It was a must win, you know, so we'll take it however it comes, you know, but it still doesn't hide the cracks. It doesn't, you know, but maybe we can replaster now with Etzebeth there, you know. So
yeah, let's move on to some Currie Cup. Tomorrow's game, Griquas versus Western Province. Griquas team they're gonna look to be physical. Play in the right areas. I think that's exactly what they did against the Pumas in the last one.
Pumas, yeah. I was surprised by that result, to be honest, the way the Pumas were playing. But again, it's the derby between the two, so
yeah, they're at home. Xander Du Plessis, he's at 12. That big boot, Hartzenberg, the pace. Jonker is gonna try hit that line. They'll try and push them around, play in the right areas, and I think it's gonna be close. Western Province, I don't know. I think the main story with this one is that Tim Swiel, he starts at 10, but you've got Volata at 15, and you've got Ngoma Zulu on the bench as well. So it's that 10 jersey. It's gonna start to itch on the guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, I think at the moment those three guys, they're fighting out to be number two to Mani Libok at the URC level, you know, because he's the guy for them there. But, you know, I would love to see, you know, to give Volata is coming through from injury. I'd love to see the youngster get a chance, you know, Sasha Ngomazulu, give him a chance, you know, because you got to know what your future's like. Because Tim Swiel, let's be honest, he's closer to the end, you know, than he is to the beginning. So, and these two youngsters, you know, it would have been maybe made sense if Swiel was on the bench, Ngomazulu starting, and if you need to fix things.
Swiel was the one at 15. Also, it's a thing of this is not necessarily, it's not a nice place to play. Yeah. So let's see. It's an acid test. Let's see how good these guys really are.
Yeah, you know, but you know what, the Griquas, they sent a message out, you know, so it won't be an easy one for Western Province. You know, it's going to be tough, but I'll say Griquas 5 points.
No, I'm backing Province. I think in the end they'll get it over the line just about. Next one, Pumas versus Cheetahs. Pumas, no team sheet, so not much to comment on. But Cheetahs, number 4 to number 8 is it's stacked. Davis, Sikakete, Gideon van der Merwe, Nzila, Mosi. You know, those are some heavy operators. And then, you get to the back line as well. Pina, Masuku, who had that. Masuku is cementing his place there. He's serving it up.
He's going places. Places.
Definitely going places. So, you've got that Bok number 9. You've got the 10 going places. Then you've got Stain, Spec Magic, Kasende. I think Kasende, I don't know if this is his first start in Currie Cup for them. So this is a stacked team. It's a stacked team. So I'm expecting to see some good running rugby here. But Cheetahs, I think, end of the day, I think they're just going to have too much. They've got the box. They've got the man going places.
You know, the traveling man, he's definitely, you've got the box and the future Bok, in my view. You know, he's got to be, they have to be thinking about him. You know, they have to be saying, okay, can he do it again? Okay, let him do it again and again, and they're gonna say, okay, he's in. You know, he's got to be. You know, but if the Pumas pack steps up, because they'll have a chip on their shoulder after the Griquas game, because they didn't back up against the Lions and they lost a crucial one in a derby against the Griquas. They will step up, definitely, but you're right. I think Cheetahs are just too much, and you know what? If they get to sizzle, man, they're gonna cut them apart. You know, it's gonna be a high-scoring affair, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think that's the match of the weekend there. Next one, we've got Lions versus the Sharks. Lions team, not much optimism from my side. All I'll say is, loose forwards, Sangweni. Then you've got the Chituka, senior and junior. Vince in much need of game time. I think that's why they're starting him here. I think it showed in the Stormers game, but I mean, it happens to everyone.
Yeah, I mean, look, it just shows the value that they have and the faith that they have in him. He's probably a future captain of the franchise as well. If they trying to keep him, I think that's something that they should dangle.
And Home Affairs, I've heard they have started the process. So,
hey man, they get those brown envelopes out. We're not condoning it, but let's get the wheels turning.
Yeah, let's fast track that thing. But yeah, it's a good loose forward trio. Only problem which I have said is Sangweni. I don't think I think they're all probably number 7s. All 3 of them playing in that loose trio.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the one that's more probably that can adapt more to 8 could be Vincent.
Yeah,
more than the other 2. But I understand why they're putting him at 7, just to get him back in the field in his natural position, and But I was looking at the Lions team, to be honest, and I kind of looking at the coach as a young coach as well, and probably some of these guys coached at under 21 level, and probably at SA schools level as well, and I'm thinking, I have some hope, in terms of this Lions team, because there's some youth there, and there's room for them to grow. And look, this could turn out to be a freaking fairy tale for these guys, in a few years' time. Call me a freaking sentimental person, but there's a success you want to see for the coach. If you and just for those players at the Union, where you see the change, and I think, yeah, man, let's have faith.
No, there's some guys there, the 9-10 combination, Klaassen and Isaacs. I think it's they're gonna do well. Zeilinger is on the bench. He's become the fourth choice from number 1 to number 4 in a matter of weeks. Tim Sewell, watch out! It can happen to the best of us. So I mean, we'll see how it goes. The Sharks team, no announcement yet, but I mean, it's going to be a loaded team. We know how the Sharks are right now. Gumete, he's one of your guys. He's been great.
He's been very good. So look, we know Sharks. The thing is that they just need to...
excited to see him. We don't have the team sheet, but we know it's going to be loaded.
Yeah, but I just feel like that they need to just get there, like we said, get it together, man. Because the resources are there. They've got all the weapons. Just put it together. If they can just put together a solid 80-minute performance, I think that's what I'm looking for from the Sharks, regardless of who's going to be playing. You just want them to start getting that consistency, because you want that to start translating into the URC, because they've got that big group, and they should be pushing for position. So I think a lot of the pressure now is on the Currie Cup team, to play well, and to stake a claim to say to the coaches, listen, that your guy there at URC, let him come here, let me go there. I think that's a environment that they want to build, in a healthy way, So they just need to get it together.
Yeah, Sharks. I'm sure they will. I'm sure this is a W for them. I'll be going for the Sharks in this one.
Yeah, look, I'll go for the Sharks, but I don't want to be too confident, so I'll say it's a close one, maybe, 7 points, 8 points, somewhere there.
We'll see about that one. Any other closing remarks, Chris?
No closing remarks. I said it's 50 up, it's a half century, so soon we'll get there. Yeah,
we'll get there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. To the next 50.
Yes,
Dummy Switch podcast. Thanks for watching.